Why is the heart always used when talking about love and emotions and not the brain? Why is the brain getting sidelined? It doesn't deserve the treatment we give it. The only thing that gets treated worse than the brain is the liver. Glug, 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 glug. Wasted. Hey clappers, welcome to Kevin's Brain is Working ? So I think we've all had this thought at one time or another. But this time I had this thought, I thought, why don't I learn why and then teach my royal clappers? Let's first get our brains prepared for the information we're about to receive. How many times have you heard someone say, "You're breaking my heart"?
You're breaking my heart.
Motherfucker, they're cracking your brain. Get a hold of yourself. It's odd we use the term heartbreak over brain break. I'm not even sure what sounds more severe. But I can assure you guys, next time I go through a heartbreak, I'm gonna call it a brain break. So let's get to the learning before I bore you guys with my rambling of nothing important. Uh-oh, brain break. Malfunction. So one time or another, us humans, we were pretty stupid. Well, okay, that's messed up to say. We are still very, very much stupid, but we're smarter than dogs. So, ha! We weren't at some point, probably. The reason I say we were once significantly less intelligent is because we once thought the center of our thought process was right here, in our heart. Aww. We know that's not true now, though. If you didn't know that, I'm sorry I didn't break the news to you more gently. The tooth fairy's real, though. If this was the case, then this show would be called Kevin's Heart is Working ? And we know that's not true. Uh-oh. Is that a shortness of breath? They say if you hit this more than 10 times a day, you can get dazed off this, kids. Kids, please don't do this. You'll overdose on albuterol. Seriously, guys, don't overuse your inhaler. There's actually a lot of problems that can come from it, including a burning sensation when you pee. At that point, you might as well go and get gonorrhea. So for those who don't know where to get gonorrhea, well, you know those people who count cards at a casino? It's like that. You go out to the street, you look out for your local ladies and local men, and you do a head count of how many cards they enter and exit.
Hey, go!
Those are great sources to find the freshest gonorrhea. Or you can go to the produce section of your local supermarket. It's right next to the honeydew. Ooh, yum, gonorrhea. Another thing I'd like to bring up is the commercial heart. Not the gross blood pumping one, but the one that looks like the 3 and the V touched each other. Don't worry, it's consensual. They love each other. What is up with that heart? It looks nothing like mine. Uh-oh, shortness of breath. Now let's wonder together. I don't know if this applies to everybody, but I was first introduced to the cliche Valentine's Day heart and not the useful heart that keeps us alive. When you go to Build-A-Bear Workshop when you're young, you're going to naturally assume the heart they stuff into that little bear looks just like yours. I have since found to not base any of my knowledge off of the business practices of Build-A-Bear Workshop. They may not be the smartest company. This is a pay your age day, where a kid who may be 4 years old can get anything off the rack, anything, for $4. Even commercial products like the Spider-Man costume for the Build-A-Bear Workshop, which I never got to get, sadly. What if they ran out of stock? That sounds like Black Friday if every customer was able to give a screeching temper tantrum on command. I imagine it sounded like a youth church choir. From hell. The heart symbol can be traced back to many, many generations, but no one actually knows how it officially got its meaning. But there is a theory. Not my theory. Someone else's theory. Apparently during the 7th century BC, the silphium plant was being used as a form of birth control in the city-state of Cyrene. I love that sex was never just used to have kids. Humans have always found a way to manipulate it, to use it for pleasure exclusively.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's a good thing. With the amount of people we already have on this globe and the amount of people who hate on abortions, we probably have like 15 billion people. And people say the earth is overpopulated now. Grumble, grumble, grumble. It is said that the plant was so important to the local economy that coins were minted with the plant's seed pod, which looks like the heart shape we all know and love today. But if you've never opened your eyes before, this is not a joke at the expense of blind people. Blind people have opened their eyes before. It's just a little different for them. You would know that there's dozens of things that resemble that cliche heart shape, ranging from fruits to flowers to even birds. When things line up just right, nature has a way of showcasing that lovely heart shape that humans can't get enough of. There's also a fair share of people who claim that the heart shape stemmed from the shape of leaves. I don't know if I personally see it. A maple leaf looks more like a comic speech bubble than a heart, but to each his own. To back up this leaves theory, though, leaves appear in numerous paintings dating back to the Middle Ages. And these paintings illustrate a romantic love between men and women and a spiritual love between God and mankind. Oh, religion. Greeks believed this symbol controlled reason, thought, and emotion. Apparently one of their gods was the reason this thing got the rap for love. Greek gods have done so much. I mean, Hermes still has the coolest shoe design imaginable. No one has ever even come close to replicating those amazing foot holders. I mean, sandals with wings? Who the fuck wouldn't want to give those a try? The Greeks associated ivy with the god Dionysus, the god of sensual things. The god of sensual things. Which may have led the heart to being identified with romantic love. Since the heart was already an image representing sex, it's not too complicated to believe it would eventually represent all forms of love in due time. This all happened around the Middle Ages, as I said before. According to Christian theology, it was meant to represent Jesus Christ and his love. Christians then put this icon, symbol, whatever the fuck you want to call it, everywhere. Valentine's Day originated in England in the 1600s. And was there any other choice for the symbol for Valentine's Day other than the heart? No. No, there was not. Eventually, scientists got a hell of a lot smarter and realized that the heart isn't exactly what everyone thought it was, whether it be the look of it or its function. But it is very hard to deny when you're feeling the way you're feeling, when your heart is beating out of your chest, when you're about to have that first kiss with that person you've been crushing on for some time. Fuck. So yeah, I guess if I got a text that said, I love you, with a brain emoticon, maybe I'm in love with a scientist? It would not hit nearly as hard if that message was followed by a heart emoji. But, nevertheless, I'm glad the heart has the image it does. It's a good look for it. Looks better than it does in sweats. And that is all I got for you today, clappers. If you enjoyed this video, laughed at this video, smiled at this video, learned something, well, why don't you smack that like button and or leave a comment, or both. Go for it. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you can be notified for all my further videos. Share this video if you can, guys. Maybe you have some friends out there who are wondering why the heart represents feelings when actually it's all in your head. This has been a Clap Please production, and as always, guys, you can follow me on Twitter at KevinMakesFilms for all my boring real life crap that you probably don't care about. See you around, clappers.